really early in the game, like right now, you can use these Vikings for a little bit of harass. They can actually do quite good when they're on the ground. So you can fly them back into someone's back base, taking out their drones and whatnot. It looks like that's what he's going to attempt to do, is try to do a Viking harass. It's not a tactic you see very often in many matches, but like I said, it can be quite effective if you've got enough of them to do that and to take on and do some damage. And as you can see, there he goes. He's taking out several drones. The queen's coming in, trying to scare those Vikings off, but that queen is not much of a match for that many Vikings. I don't know what he's going to do. And there the Vikings go, taking off to take a run for the hills to get away from all those Zerglings. Very effective tactic. He did quite a bit of damage, took out at least 6 or 7 drones. Very, very effective there. And he's got even more drones being created right now. I'm going to take those out for even a larger harass, it looks like. Looks like he might actually be doing some scouting with those. Oh, he's going Overlord hunting. This can actually be quite detrimental to a Zerg early on in the game. If you take out enough Overlords, you end up supply locking the Zerg player, and they have to spend a ton of minerals to get all that supply back. And as you can see right there, that's 4 or 5 Overlords that he just took out. And that is going to prevent Phatticus from creating more Zerglings in order to defend his base and come after these Vikings. Looks like Descendant is saying this is his first time attempting this tactic. It's quite effective, actually. There goes the first queen's down. Here comes all these Zerglings. Smart move there, lifting off, trying to get better position, pulling away from that queen. Doesn't want to take much damage. Now at this point, swinging in his 8 Marines that he has, using them as a buffer against those Zerglings and dropping the Vikings behind those Marines, that would be an extremely effective tactic at this point. And Phatticus really doesn't have much that he can do, or many units right now that can defend against that. Actually, scratch that. I see right now he's got 11 Hydralisks. Let's see where those guys are. He's still not doing anything with his gold mineral pile. He's got 3 Overlords sitting down here, but that's about it. Nothing going on here. Let's see what this mass is. Ah, there we go. There's our Hydralisks. Those Hydralisks are actually going to be quite effective against those Vikings. So it looks like Descendant's going to have to be very careful with this tactic to maintain those Vikings and keep them alive. There he goes, dropping a ton of them again. Looks like 15 Vikings getting dropped into the back of the base. Here come the Zerglings. Looks like he's going to leave them on the ground, and he's going to go for a skirmish right here. We got a bunch of Hydralisks coming in, attacking those Vikings, taking them out one right after another, but it looks like we're going with equal losses at this point. Really hard to say who's going to win and who's going to lose in this little skirmish, and it looks like the Vikings are starting to pull ahead. He's bringing in the drones now to try to do a little bit of damage to take out these last few Vikings. He's got 4 Vikings against maybe 10, 20 drones. Drones are going down one right after another. So is the Vikings. There's only 1 Viking left. Lifts that guy off. That one escapes with 95 out of 25 on the hit point meter, and he's only got that 1 Viking left. 8 Marines and 3 Hellions. Did quite a bit of damage. Looks like we missed a little bit of a skirmish down here. Well, it looks like a Hellion and a couple Zerglings decided to go at it again. You can see that Phatticus has moved his Overlords out into the middle of space in order to help protect them. Swing back over here. Looks like some Zerglings are trying to come in, do a little bit of scouting. Phatticus is going to try to see what Descendant has. And here we go again. 5 more Vikings are out. He's now switching positions on the factory and the barracks. Looks like he's done doing whatever upgrades on the barracks that he wanted, and now he wants to just, crank out as many Hellions as he can in a short period of time in order to take on all of those Zerglings. And looks like he's training up some Reapers. Still no upgrades yet. Yeah, he's got 2 Reapers being trained right now. We can see down over here a massive Zerglings trying to take out these destructible walls in order to make combat a little bit more fluid and faster. And he's parking all his Vikings right here. Looks like he's trying to go, might be going Overlord hunting yet again. Or just parking him out there so that Phatticus doesn't see exactly what units that he has. Maybe he's trying to hide those Vikings and he doesn't want him to know that he's going mass Vikings yet again. And right now we've got, it's like 5 Hellions and 10 Marines and 2 Reapers out on the field. Phatticus, it looks like, finally decided to make use of this gold mineral pile right here. And now we see a push coming out right here. We've got a bunch of Vikings on the field that are moving in, heading right back to base. Switch over to the income tab right now, and it looks like Descendant's income, actually looks like the 2 of them are pretty much even at this point. Alright, it's going to be interesting. Oh, it looks like we've got an all-out push on our hands. Phatticus Descendant says, I am tired of waiting. It's time to do this. So here we go, folks. We've got looks like we got 7 Hellions, 2 Reapers, 10 Marines, and 13 Vikings. 16 Vikings now, about to go at it. That is a whole lot of Hellions just roasting all the Zerglings, roasting all of those Hydralisks, those Vikings doing some massive damage, backed up by those Marines and those 2 Reapers, and this looks like it could be game. Phatticus has got to do something really... Oh, there he goes. Phatticus is calling the good game, and that would be the end of it. Congratulations, Phatticus. Thanks again for turning in, everybody, and we'll post another tourney matchup as soon as we can.